As you know, I think longtime listeners of the program know that I have in my doll collection, yes, I have a doll collection of basically just right-wing action figure dolls to remind me of how insane things were in the early aughts as we were on the eve of invading and occupying Iraq. And the right-wing movement, which has now brought us Donald Trump, was born and gave us right-wing icons like Ann Coulter, who had her own action figure doll, or Donald Rumsfeld with his own action figure doll, George Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush. I have one of those. I should actually put all of them up there. I have on my Twitter background now, I have a image of George Bush in front of the microphone here. I should put Dennis Miller and Ann Coulter there too. But Dennis Miller was one of those guys who the right actually considered some type of hero. I'm still not clear why. But he's still alive, apparently, and going on Bill O'Reilly, not with the same level of fanfare, but certainly with the same level of idiocy and unfunniness. Here he is on Bill O'Reilly to give his analysis about what's going on with Hillary, man.
As far as yesterday's election, kids, I want to say this to the kids out there. I know you're voting for Hillary. What in the hell happened to kids? When I was a kid, if I'd looked at this, I would have said, what?
Just 2 points I want to make clear to you folks. One is actually, in terms of an age breakdown, most kids are backing Bernie. 2, if you want to speak to kids, the last place in the universe you want to go is on to the Bill O'Reilly television program. That's like fishing in a dry stream, man.
Oh.
Where tribbles have come in and eaten all the fish and taken all the water because of the gargorns who came in and used their water evaporating machine.
Foreshadowing.
All right, just roll it back. Let's listen to what dumb Dennis Miller has to say.
Voting for Hillary. What in the hell happened to kids? When I was a kid, if I'd looked at this, I would have said, what are you kidding me? And I see kids behind her. They're like at the sawhorse outside the plaza when the Beatles were hanging out the window. They're so
All right, pause it. First off, he said, when I was a kid, if I saw this, I would have been like, what, are you kidding me? Because now, in this day and age, people don't use that phrase anymore. Are you kidding me? They say, what are you doing? Pulling my leg? And so then he makes the reference of like, these kids are acting like they're so excited to see her. Like they're at a Beatles concert with police barricades.
Well, shave my head and call me Bernie.
Yeah, exactly. That is the funniest thing I've ever thought of. Go ahead.
Hillary, what in God's name happened to you? To me, Hillary sounds like Karen's mom in Goodfellas when Henry came home at sunrise. What sort of people are they? That's what she sounds like. What are kids doing?
I like how Bill O'Reilly fakes laugh. Like, I know what you're talking about. Karen's mom who came home after the thing in that movie that nobody's seen in 25 years.
Hillary's like the extra in the third scene in Mean Streets when Scorsese said on the voiceover DVD edition that she actually had a larger part, but it got cut because she didn't deliver her lines properly. That's what Hillary's like.
I gotta say, Bill, I'd say more it's like the Pelican Brief when Denzel Washington is walking out of his car and you look down the street and you see that lady walking across the street with the blue coat, but then the other lady comes walking across and she's got a red coat, and when she turns her head just for a minute, she's way off camera, out of focus. That's what Hillary's like to me.
She's like the third extra in Risky Business who I met in Santa Monica in 1982, whose lines got cut because they needed to edit it down for a wide theatrical release. Tell the kids that. They'll get it.
Kids, it's like to me, it's like the adventures of Rusty in that show when Danny's upset because his widow or father is remarrying, even though Anne, played by Lindsay, is someone the boy likes having known for a while his mother was alive. That's what Hillary's like. Or in that movie called The Cowboy and the Lady, where Gary Cooper's there with Merle Oberon and saying to her, hey, you're the daughter of Horace and the niece of Hannibal, and Irving Bacon appears uncredited as Smith's secretary. That's what she's like.
It's like American Anthem about Steve, a talented young gymnast who can't give up on the competition. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
But what I'm talking about is like Petticoat Larceny with Ruth Warwick and John Carroll, Walter Reed. And Ruth Warwick's looking at Joan Carroll and saying, what are you doing?
They're all excited about Hillary, but really it's like the Apple about a young group of people who went to the music industry and got addicted to drugs.
So anyway, Bill, that's what's on my mind. Hi, I'm Sam Seder, and this is an Ann Coulter doll.
You should not be immigrating here. Stay in your country and hate us.
For smart progressive talk and a little bit of this and even a little bit of that.
Mission accomplished.
Subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook to get some of our best video clips.